Yo, what's good guys, and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to do something a little bit different to the photography stuff and actually shamelessly plug my clothing brand, Hidden Visions. We have a new line that's just dropped about 4 weeks ago. It's called Distortion, and I'm going to go through and show you some of the videos in terms that we did for promotion, as well as some of the BTS stuff from the shoots, and just talk to you a little bit about the line. So first and foremost, what is Distortion?
Check. The grills in my mouth double as a freeze. The grills in my mouth double as a freeze. The grills in my mouth double as a freeze. The grills in my mouth double as a.
So what is Distortion? Distortion is a new line from Hidden Visions, my clothing brand. Basically, it's a combination of my influences from rock and roll to heavy metal to streetwear to romance, and blending all of those things together to make what is the current line. So once you've nailed down your theme and your ideas, I work back and forth sometimes with the designer to finite a few things, get them all done and dusted. The second part is sampling products. We sampled our products to the closest possible item that is to our product that we have. We do ours up in Brisbane with a digital printer, get them done, we send them down, and then we thought, you know what would be cool? Doing a lookbook somewhere other than where we are right now. So we went to Japan. Alright, we are hitting the streets of Shibuya with our friends, and we're going to take some snaps for the new Hidden Visions lookbook. Let's get shooting. There is some sort of festival going on, and a bunch of dudes are carrying some sort of shrine looking thing, and we gotta get our ass off the street. We are now in a different part of Shibuya, which I think might be called the Shibuya Stream. It's pretty new, just been built. Lexus brought us out here. It's got all these kind of bridges and sort of more modern. So we're going to try and see if we can capture something a little bit more streety, urban-y, with a bit of a modern splash. So we'll see how we go on these ones.
Sugar dripping from your lips. Thinking that I wanna be sober.
So that video was done by my good friend Colin Jeffs. He is an absolutely wicked videographer, and you know what? He also used to be in a couple of really iconic bands. So if you know who they are, make sure you leave a comment down below. With Japan being such a melting pot of like influences when it came to streetwear and music and fashion, it was really awesome being involved in the culture and trying to take away everything that we could from there. So we decided to start the lookbook with a bit of a tease with those products, do something a little bit different that was out of the norm for most brands. Like, you know, we're a small brand, and going overseas to shoot these products is like a big thing for us. So shout out to the guys who actually showed us around, got some cool spots, and modeled last minute, and let us create some of the best content I reckon I put together. So the next thing we wanted to do was book a studio and get all of our e-commerce done. We booked a studio called Never Ever Studios, which is in Miami. With this shoot, we wanted it to be very different to the previous shoot in Japan. So whereas the previous shoot was very like urban, kind of rock and roll, lots of vivid colors, this one is a little bit more stripped back, obviously with a white backdrop. And we also wanted it to have a little bit more street movement. So the styling, you know, this one was all track pants and tactical pants, whereas the previous one was denim jeans. Tommy and Ruby really killed it. We wanted that sort of more urban-y, street kind of vibe with this shoot, as you'll see in the video. So as we were doing the shoots, we're obviously implementing marketing once the content's coming back. In that time, we're starting to filter out new content, put out new images, showcasing little sneak peeks of everything. In the lead up to the last week, we booked a third shoot. So with the third shoot, we really wanted to be a melting pot of the first shoot and the second shoot. So we wanted to take the vividness of the first shoot and melt it together with the minimalisticness of the second shoot. So we rented the studio upstairs, which is an awesome studio. They let us move everything around. We brought in some carpets that we used from the first shoot from the More Love collection. Utilize them in the new shoot. We utilize the white minimalistic to really set off the products and create like a really vivid image. Now the whole team really killed it. I want to give a shout out to Elliot, Eric, Ruby, Lily, Kat, Kane, Jordan, absolutely slayed it. Made some absolutely killer content. You would have seen at the start of the video, the promo video that Kane actually put together, which is epic. Now we're gonna throw to some BTS stuff and a little product run through. We are here on shoot day for Distortion. The crew here shooting some video, putting some content together for the new drop, which is probably gonna be out by the time we put all this together. But yeah, super happy we're here at the studio upstairs in Burley, getting some shots. Content's looking great. Can't wait for you guys to check it out.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal.
Pretty fortunate to be able to work with like a talented crew as we got today. Mo's absolutely killing it as per usual. We've also got Jordan behind the camera. We've got Kane in the back there, he's doing some video work as well. But yeah, super good crew. I couldn't ask for anything more. Bringing my vision to life, so hopefully you guys like it. See you on the other side.
So I gotta shine. Top dollar be the bottom line. Bottom feeding niggas out of line. Turn your heart rate to a dotted line. Yeah, my zodiac probably dollar sign. Got the energy to win it, my nigga, I'm feeling great. Got a date with destiny, focusing on my fate. I don't give a fuck what you rapping, you been a fake. I'm everything that they ain't, it can't.
Ridiculous. The squad is like firing on all cylinders. We just changed the set actually, so if you want to follow me around this way, hung the rug up, getting some shots here. We changed it from the previous location. The lighting's actually really good, having the rain and the overcast, the clouds and everything going on. Yeah, it's just the vibe. Everyone's looking really good. Everyone's killing it. We're doing, I think, the second last shot in this location now. We're gonna do the Distortion tee, which has been, I think, something that people have been sort of DMing me about, which is pretty cool. This design is probably one of my favorite designs, and yeah, I'm really digging the vibe. Colors look great. Video's gonna look cool. All the BTS stuff is gonna be great. Super stoked with the photos. It's like, it's overwhelming when you're the creative, as well as like trying to put together fits and everything. But when you're working with a good crew like this, it's pretty easy.
Ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me.
All right, so that's a wrap. Shoot's over. Super stoked. Cannot wait to get these on the computer, start editing. The crew absolutely killed it, come through. Super stoked. So yeah, can't wait to show you guys. Shout out to these guys, absolutely slayed it. So today I was gonna give you a walkthrough on the new Distortion collection from my brand Hidden Vision. If you've been following on the Instagram and Facebook, you know we've got this new drop coming out. So pretty happy with this. This is probably some of my favorite pieces that we've ever done. Super happy with all this product that we've got coming out. The first tee that we've got is the metal tee, which is obviously the splatter logo comes from a heavy metal influence. Most of you would know that. So we've got that in the white and the orange, which is super sick. Got our labeling as well, neck labels as well. They're a 200 GSM heavy cotton. They should just sit on you without like floating off you or anything like that. So really particular about the cotton that we chose, and super comfortable, and they wear really well. On top of that, they are also a custom cut, so they wear a little bit bigger. So if you want something that's a bit more fitted, I would go down to a smaller size. If you want something that's sort of a little bit more oversized, I'd go your true to size. The second tee, or the second design I should say, that's in the collection is what we have is the Distortion design. So it's a pink front print, obviously again with our labels. This is probably my favorite design in the whole collection. I just think it's super cool. There's not much to it. It's just a cool design. The third design in the drop will be our Unknown Pleasures tee, so simple front print just in the middle. We've got the rose print on the back, which you would have recognized from the first drop that we did in the More Love collection. So it's just a call back to that really. Obviously our tagging again. Again, it's a 200 GSM cotton, heavy neckline, and like I said, they should wear really comfortably. Kind of like a vintage tee a little bit. The next piece is our jacket with the New York logo on the front and the back. Also our paisley cotton lining inside. This thing is a super warm jacket, will keep you very cozy. Hooded, a little bit longer than most jackets, so when you, and a little bit more fitted, if you go your true to size, so if you want something a little bit bigger, go upper size. And the last piece of our collection on this drop will be our new varsity style mesh shorts. So they're a dual line mesh with the nylon stripes, 2 pockets, side pockets, sort of a thicker waistband as well, and an embroidered front design, which these are super cozy. I was actually super surprised, but high quality, really wearable. Probably also my favorite, apart from the distortion tee in this collection. Been rocking these a fair bit. That's a distortion collection.
You can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right?
That's just all the process in terms of like getting the creative part. This is the super fun part of like what the brand is. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that I work with closely with a couple of people to make sure that all the marketing's right. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of insight into what goes into content creation to launch a line for a brand. Now, if you have any questions or if there's anything you want me to cover, make sure you leave it below, whether it's got something to do with content creation, camera stuff, or just anything regarding the brand. I just wanted to give a shout out to everyone who's been supporting the brand. It's been super overwhelming, completely unreal to sort of see the response it's been getting. Look forward to putting together some new products for the new line. Hopefully we get to do a new winter launch with everything that's going on. And we've got a couple of things up our sleeves that hopefully you like. Don't forget that everything's custom cut. It's a custom product that you can't pick up anywhere else. If you like it, make sure you share with a friend. And in saying that, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment below, or maybe even tell your friends. All the links for everything will be down below. And with that being said, go out there and get creating, and I'll talk to you guys soon.